Hello everyone. Let's discuss the second problem of Codeforces round 929 division 3, which is turtle fingers count the values of k. So this is quite an easy problem. So what is the problem? You are given three positive integers a, b and l, and the expression is given that l equals to k into a to the power x into b to the power y, and our task is to find the number of distinct possible values of k across all such ways. Okay, so let's take the first example, 2, 5 and 20. Okay, let's take this example, what I am doing. 2, 5 and 20. So we have to this is the value of a, this is the value of b, and this is the value of l. Okay, so we have to find l equals to k, a to the power x and b to the power y. So we have to figure out all the possible values of k with the values of x and y, different values of x and y. So let's take as x equals to 1, y equals to 1. So if x equals to 1 and y equals to 1, the value of k will be nothing but l equals to 20 by 2 into 5. So it will be equals to 2 into 5, which will be equals to 2. Okay, the value of k, not l. The if x equals to 1 and y equals to 1, the value of k will be 20 by 10, which will be what I am doing, k equals to 2. Now if x equals to, I think x could be the value of x could be 0 also. So let's take x equals to 0 and y equals to 1. The value will be 20 by 2 to the power 0 into 5 to the power 1. The value of k will be 4. Now let's do reverse. If let's say x equals to 1 and y equals to 0, the value will be k equals to, it will be 10. Okay, so similarly there could be other possible values also. So there are total 6 possible values. Here you can check the cases. The values of k is nothing but 1, 2, 4, 5, 10 and 20. Okay, for by choosing different values of k. So the problem, the the observation we have to do in the problem is nothing but what could be the possible time complexities and how we can measure the values of x and y. The brute force solution you can think of is iterating over all the possible values of x and y and try to compute the value of k, and add the value of k in a set, and at the end you will print the size of the set. Okay, that is the brute force solution. But what is the limit on the values of x and y? What is the limit of values on x and y? Okay, so here one thing to note that is the constant. Here the value of a and b starts from 2. Okay, so the value of a and b starts from 2. So what you can think is that uh, the value of, let's say, a is 2. So here you can see that 2 to the power something, let's say k, sorry, not, let's take as p, 2 to the power p into something, let's say 2 to the power q. We are taking the smallest values of a and b. So 2 to the power p into 2 to the power q is equals to, so is less than equals to l. Okay, so it is less than equals to l. Okay, so here we are seeing that 2 to the power p plus q is less than equals to l. Now the what is the upper limit on l? The upper limit of l is 10 to the power 6. So we can see that p plus q should be less than equals to 20. Okay, so we the q could be 0 also, p and q could be 0 also. So we can see that 0 should be less than equals to p less than equals to 20, and 0 should be less than equals to q less than equals to 20, and it will suffice all the cases. Okay, now you can iterate over all the values from of x. Here you can write that the x and y limit should be 0 less than equals to x comma y less than equals to 20. So you can iterate over all the possible values of x comma y. So the time complexity will be nothing but order of t into 20 into 20, which is 400, which is definitely possible. So instead of iterating over all the possible values of 0 and 20, I have optimized the time complexity more. Let's jump into the code. My code is optimal, but you don't have to write the similar type of code. You can iterate over all the possible values of x and y and try to compute that. uh, yeah, I think there is one case which I am missing. Let's say k is 100. Let's say k is 100 and you are trying to compute 100 to the power 20. That will you might lead to the problem. So that's why my code is, I think, better. In Python this will work, but I think in C++ it will give some, I think, out of overflows. Okay, so instead of iterating over all the possible values of 0 x and y, we'll check something. So let's jump into the code. Here let's say our ap is the power of a and bp is power of b. So we are iterating until while l modulo ap is equals to 0. Now if ap is something like, let's say in this case we are given l as 20. Now 2 to the power 3 is 20 is 20 modulo 2 to the power 3 is not equals to 0, then we are breaking. Okay, so this is the outer loop, outer for loop, outer loop, and this is the inner loop. Okay, and bp is equals to 1, and in this loop we are checking l modulo ap into a power into b power is while it is equals to 0 we are iterating, and at each step we are putting the value of l by ap into bp in the answer set. Answer is a set, and in the inner loop we are multiplying bp by b, and in the outer loop we are multiplying ap by a. Okay, and at the end we are printing the length of the answer. The problem is quite straightforward. Just you have to check these cases, like the p plus q should be less than equals to 20. That is the first observation you have to make, and the second observation for c++ user is that 100 to the power 20 might overflow. That's why you have to do this kind of code instead of iterating over all the values, okay, of x and y. I will provide the link of the code in the description box. If you have any doubt in any part of the explanation of code, you can always ask in the comment section. I will try to reply each and every comment. If you find this video helpful, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.